for his last meal just requested 2 pints of mint chocolate chip ice cream.
Damn, that's 6. Welcome back to the Unfiltered Show. Dante, how are you feeling this week?
I'm feeling good, Vincent. Another great week here in Philly. The NBA Finals. I don't know if we said this last week. The NBA Finals is over. The Celtics. No, we did talk about this last week.
Yeah, I think the finals ended last week. Yeah. The Stanley Cup.
Did you watch that Game 7 Stanley Cup?
I did.
That was.
It did. The Oilers just couldn't get it in the net.
That was one of the craziest games of hockey I think I've ever watched.
It was a tough one for them. They had a lot of chances at the end. Bob just standing on his head, knocking everything down, doing the splits, everything.
Yeah, it was an impressive game from the goalie. Do you know who won the trophy? The
Conn Smythe trophy.
Yeah, the Conn Smythe.
Yeah,
trophy.
McDavid did.
He did.
There was people were like mad that he didn't come accept the trophy.
Well, it wasn't his.
So they were like, people were like, should people be mad that he didn't go accept his award? But I mean, who really cares?
But wasn't in the middle of the other team's Stanley Cup ceremony?
Yeah, but they announced it right before, right after, whatever like that. So
well, I mean, again,
he was just being respectful. Maybe he just didn't want to be out there. I mean,
either way, it's to each their own. I mean, who really cares? I mean, if you just lost the championship of whatever sport you played, I think you'd be pretty damn upset and not care about an award. So
yeah,
but it is what it is. Great series overall. Almost saw it would have been the first ever championship 3-0.
I think so. Yeah.
Comeback, reverse sweep. And then
so.
In sports history, I'm pretty sure.
I
don't think a team's ever come back from 3-0 in the championship and won. I think they would have been the first team to ever do it.
Has there ever been a reverse sweep? Obviously, there has, but
no, yeah, but like in a championship, I don't think so. I think that would have been the first one.
No, the 1942 Maple Leafs did it too.
Huh?
The Red Wings.
So it would have been like one of the second teams.
That was the only time ever in the Stanley Cup Finals.
It's never happened in the NBA Finals.
Baseball.
Baseball was like the Yankees and the Red Sox, but that was in the conference. That wasn't the.
Yep, and then basketball.
Definitely not.
It happened in the finals. Rochester Royals came back on the Knicks in the finals. That was it. That's the only time ever.
So it would have been the third time ever there would have been a reverse sweep in the championship of a sport.
Mm-hmm.
I was so down for it because obviously it hasn't happened in 60 or 70, 80 years.
Been a long time.
Even a reverse sweep in general hasn't happened that many times. The last one I remember was the Flyers did Bruins.
I think someone did it not too long ago too, though.
But just a great series. Shout out to both teams. They were played unbelievably. I mean, I only watched the last game, but I mean, just from the emotion, you could tell it was a great series overall. But other than that, it's a great week. I'm ready to get going with the pod. What are we starting off with, Vincent, this week?
Just the Philly sports norm. So we could start with the Flyers. Michkov is coming. He will be here next year when the Flyers start their season.
Oh.
He got released from his contract in Russia.
Very nice.
I think he got to Philly not too long ago, maybe today or yesterday.
Oh, sick.
So yeah, he's probably gonna be ready for training camp most likely. But yeah, he's here faster than a lot of people expected.
Yeah, I remember we talked about this when we first started the podcast and started actually talking about the Flyers and everything. And you brought up how he was amazing, but obviously wasn't coming for probably a long time because Russia hates us.
Yeah,
and so now here he is.
He got out of the contract. I guess all the rumors were true, and yeah, now he'll be with the Flyers.
Sick.
So it'll be interesting. He should be good, I'm sure. But if he's as good as he's shown in Russia, then he'll be pretty good. Breaking all Ovechkin's records in Russia. So.
Oh wow, that's pretty impressive.
That's it for the Flyers, really. Then we have, I guess, the Eagles. Nothing really going on. Kind of, it's stupid stuff about Hurts saying something about Sirianni, but it's all just I'm just misconstruing words that he said. Stupid things, and then supposedly people are excited. I heard Goddard's excited for Kellen Moore's offense, Supposedly there's a lot of plays in there for the tight end, whether it's like quick passes, things like that. So
Sick.
he'll be just as involved, hopefully.
I really do think Kellen Moore, I mean, the few times we have seen him as the offensive coordinator or the play caller, I mean, he made all the teams that he's been on look pretty dang good. So I am excited. I mean, with the talent he has, the options are endless. I mean, two of the best receivers in the league, one of the best tight ends in the league, one of the best running backs in the league, one of the best quarterbacks in the league, one of the best offensive lines in the league. I mean, the opportunity is endless. As long as Kellen Moore is ready to tackle it, I mean, it's for his for the taking. I mean, we could have a statistical season, hopefully like no other.
Yeah, they should be good. I mean, definitely going to be dynamic. They definitely shouldn't have drives where they're stalling. And honestly, as long as they don't throw screen passes every 2 out of 3 plays.
I mean, once in a while, I don't mind it, but
Yeah, and it's not twice. Not on 3rd and 11.
Is he bringing back the tush push? Do we know for sure or no?
I haven't seen it not happening. I mean, I can't see why they wouldn't do it still. It still should work, but I guess we'll see.
Yes, we will. And then the you want to do the Sixers last, I'm assuming? So
we'll do the Sixers last. Phillies, still the first and second best team in the league. Just won their series with the Tigers. Turnbull got pulled early, but has some shoulder inflammation. But Marsh had a big 4-for-4 game. They just fixed his swing, supposedly.
He had a great catch too in the outfield. He had a jumping, leaping catch not too many games ago. I forget which one exactly, but great catch overall.
But yeah, he had 4-for-4, but everyone's been looking good. Bryce is playing even better than he was last month when he was player of the month, so might be player of the month again.
Right.
Him and Bohm were both over 300.
Yep. And there's still only did we talk about this last week? How there's only 11 batters in the MLB who are batting over 300.
Yeah, it's not many.
And only Bohm and I think Bryce may be now.
Bryce wasn't even over then.
No,
he is now.
He is now.
Unless he went under today. But.
Oh, possibly. But recently they were only 2, and then the only other teams that had more than one were the Dodgers and just Dodgers. I don't think the Yankees had any. I think Yankees had one.
Ohtani and Freeman or Betts.
I think all 3 actually. They had 3, and then Phillies had 2. And after that, I think every other one was only 1 player. So that's really good to have 2 out of the top 10 players in the league.
We have 2 All-Stars currently with Bryce and Bohm.
Sick.
I'm sure a lot of the pitchers will get there. Honestly, everyone, Wheeler, Ranger, Christopher Sanchez, they can all make it. The whole bullpen can almost make Hoffman.
Yeah, I mean,
they look good, obviously. Lose a game here and there, but they keep winning series. They get the Marlins coming up for 4 games, so it should be another 2, 3, 4 wins, hopefully.
What I'm happy about is that you see that Trey is getting back into his rhythm after coming back from injury. A couple errors here and there.
Errors. I mean, they were there before too.
Yeah, he's
still batting 340.
He's having a rougher fielding season than most expected, I think. So hopefully he can start picking that up.
Last year too, but whatever. He just tries to rush plays sometimes, I think. But they look good with Trey back and Sosa still playing, and Corber's getting in the field a little bit.
Does Trey play second? Random question.
He could. He could also play outfield.
Really?
He played center for a while when he was with the Nats.
Oh yeah, he did. I remember that.
So I mean, you could always shift him to the outfield if you really wanted to. Put Marsh in left, and then Sosa at short. Stott goes to second, and then you just DH Schwarber again, and then kind of do a rotation when.
Have they talked about that, or
I think they've spoken. I mean, it's been talked about. I don't know if the Phillies talked about it. I've heard rumblings that Trey could, but even Sosa's been playing some left field in practice to kind of get reps.
Yeah.
So he might be out there soon enough too.
I was gonna say, I mean, because Stott used to, when before we had Trey, when Stott was playing short, I mean, his fielding was unreal. I mean, his fielding is unreal at second as well. I mean, Stott's just one of those fielders who just makes plays. I was gonna say we could always even switch them back to give Trey a little confidence booster at second. But I mean, hey, if he wants to play the outfield, I mean, I feel like it's not a bad idea.
Yeah,
he's super fast.
He's booting stupid plays really, and then he's making diving double plays. So
yeah, I mean, I wasn't really too concerned about it. It's just if I have to
put Sosa, keep Sosa. I mean, Sosa cooled down a lot, but even to put his bat in lineup, it's not the worst thing.
Yeah, you gotta put him out there.
But they look good still. Obviously, they had the little spurt with the Orioles and the Red Sox. I mean, they're bound to lose a couple games.
Yeah,
but they're still up there in first.
Now win 162. Gotta
Fine.
lose a couple.
Whatever. Make the playoffs, get the 1 seed, get the bye, get home field advantage, and then it's all the same
Sail to the series.
stuff.
Yes, sir. And then last but not least, we have the Sixers, who are currently, or not currently, but will soon be drafting tonight as me and Vincent record this. The NBA draft is on. I don't know if anybody has been drafted yet. Vincent is currently looking.
They have not. No picks have been made still. I assume not till like it's 8:11 right now, so not till like 8:15 maybe. I'm sure if I go on Twitter, they'll be like, "This, their Hawks are drafting this person." This usually gets spoiled.
Usually, but me and Vincent
it just got spoiled. Zachary Risacture is an Atlanta Hawk.
Oh, he did go first. I thought it was going to be Alexander Sarr. But me and Vincent want to talk about the Sixers and who we think they're going to draft and who we think they should draft before it gets to their pick, actually. And then just discuss what we think, is going to happen in free agency, so on and so forth.
Yeah, and you guys, once obviously are listening to this, the Sixers will have made their pick or traded it or something will happen. But yeah, we were talking about it just earlier today anyway, saying, so who's some people you would like to see? I know you don't follow it too much, but
yeah, college basketball isn't my strongest suit just because I don't know. I don't really care about it. But I think personally the Sixers we talked about earlier, they need more depth at center and or power forward. I understand there are a lot of good guards out there that are young guards out there that we could draft and pair with Tyrese, but I feel like right now in the guard position with Tyrese and Embiid, with who's constantly hurt, I think it's a smarter route to take a rookie or the best option at rookie for a center to come in and just get reps behind Embiid, take some of the load off his back, get some young legs in there. For the past few years, I mean, like every center that we've had to back up Embiid has either been not great or just really old. And I think it's time that we get some young legs behind him, especially because
would you take Zach Edey?
I mean, I like the other guy you said, Davis,
Kyle Filipowski.
Yeah, yes, him as well. But also the other guy. But I think he's gonna go before our pick.
Who?
It was something. He had two last names. It's something Davis, I think.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking about.
I forget his last.
Donovan Klingon's there too, but he's gonna go way before. And then Davis, not Tristan Da Silva.
Yeah, him.
Da Silva.
Yeah, I think he's
a power forward, but yeah,
I like him. I feel like he's a good player. Watching him in like the tournament, right? He was in the tournament.
Yeah, Colorado was good. Him and Cody Williams were.
Oh yeah, Colorado wasn't. No, it's Purdue. He's Purdue.
Zaki's Purdue, but Colorado had a good little run. They won a couple games, I think, 1 or 2.
But I remember. I feel like when we were watching the March Madness tournament, like even a player like Zach Edey, who was intriguing. I mean, he's 7'5", 300 pounds. He's probably not going to be able to give anybody the time as a starter. I mean, he did in college. The NBA is a little different than college. Everybody knows that. So I feel like having him as a backup, getting 15-minute reps a game, it'll be a good relief for Embiid. And if there are games where he has to play 20, 25, I mean, we know he could. He averaged like 30-something minutes in
Zach Edey? Yeah, about 30 minutes a game. So 32 actually, I think it was.
So at this point, why not take a risk on a big man instead of another guard? But if we're gonna take a guard, I feel like you go for like the shooter, like a sharp shooter or something, not like another point guard. I mean, I don't know if Isaiah Collier is that good of a shooter. I'm not familiar with his work, but like at the end of the day, I don't know. Point guards usually aren't like the best.
Isaiah Collier is
an average shooter.
I think he was pretty decent.
Oh, well.
If I could find him. Here he is. I mean, he's from 3 shot like 34%, like league average.
That's not bad.
50% from the field. Bad free throw shooter for a guard. 67%.
Let's see.
Average 16 points, 4 assists. So, but I mean, he was a freshman, so he's pretty raw too. So he's not going to play much. I feel like if we get him, he's going to develop. I mean, it wouldn't be the worst.
How tall is he?
Behind Maxey, I guess 6'4".
Yeah, I guess he's taller than Maxey, so it's not the worst.
6'4", 205. So he's got some weight on him.
Yeah, I mean, listen, he's not a bad pick. If we draft him, am I going to be upset? No. But at the end of the day, I don't want to waste another pick like we have done in the
A lot of
past.
people have us going after Jacoby Walter from Baylor. He was a freshman. He's 6'5.5", 200 pounds.
Shooting guard?
He's a shooting guard, yep. Shot foul line, 80%. Really bad from the field, though. 38% from the field. 34% from the three. 14 points a game. His true shooting was 54%, though, so not terrible. I think he plays, if I know his defense is decent. But still, I don't know, I'd rather have big man at this point.
Yep. It just seems like the safer route.
Yeah. Anyone you like don't want that you know of? Anyone you could think of?
Oh, I couldn't tell you a single person in the
anybody from the draft that you're interested to see where they do go. Other than I assume Bronny.
Yeah, well, everybody's interested in Bronny. What pick did the Spurs have?
The Spurs have the 4th pick.
The only thing I was kind of interested in was if the dude, which I don't think he is, if his Alexander Sarr fell, to see if the Spurs would move up to get Sarr and then put the Twin Towers together.
Well, supposedly this guy, the guy that the Hawks drafted, Risacher, whatever his name is, he played with Wemby at some point.
Yeah, but Sarr is also from France, like Wemby is, I think.
Sarr is from...
Or is it Australia?
Sarr is from France, yes.
Yeah. But like he's also 7 foot, and so is Wemby.
Yeah, Sarr's 7'1".
Yeah. Can you imagine having them power forwards or center? That'd just be insane.
It'd be cool.
That'd be something I'd be interested in seeing. I don't think that they're gonna do it, but also Rob Dillingham. I don't know, Ron or Rob.
You're right, Rob Dillingham.
Rob Dillingham. I remember watching him in the tournament, and
him and Reed Shepherd. They're gonna go in the top.
Reed Shepherd
in the top like 10-ish.
From Kentucky, right?
Yeah, both from Kentucky.
Reed Shepherd is a freshman from Kentucky and is about to go 5th in the draft.
Reed Shepherd he was a freshman as well. So is Rob Dillingham, though. They're both for freshmen.
And they're going
both
5th.
Going to go top 10. I mean, it's a heavy freshman draft.
Was Reed Shepherd like that? I don't remember watching him play.
He shoots. He was averaging 12, 4, and 4. 54% from the field, 52% from the three, 83% from the foul line.
What was he taking? 3 shots a game
from the three? No, I mean,
how did he only average 12 points a game if he's shooting 50-50?
I guess he didn't shoot too much. I mean,
clearly.
Let's see. I mean, I think at the beginning of the season he didn't play as much, but he was taking 6, 5, 10 shots.
This man averaged 12, 4, 4, shooting 50-50, and is going 5th in the draft and only averaged 12 points. This math ain't mathin'.
I mean, it's weird, but they said his per 36, he would be scoring like 15 points a game, 16 points a game. Yeah, it's an interesting.
I mean, it's an interesting draft.
It's because college is also like lower scoring too, like that. It's a lot of freshmen though. Like only seniors like Connect is like the big one.
True.
Lincoln's only a sophomore. A couple of G League guys. Jeremy Kane, he's a freshman. De Silva's a senior.
Well, before we just ramble about the draft, I got one question before we move on to the next thing we want to talk about. Bronny. Is he going first round?
He's going undrafted.
Really?
Yeah. You heard it here. Undrafted. Obviously, we won't know until tomorrow. After tomorrow, because the second round is on Thursday when you guys are listening to this. Yeah, you can go undrafted.
Great.
And the Lakers will sign him, I guess, probably.
Fair.
He's not going first round. No chance.
If someone does draft him, because I'm going to lead this into our next segment. If someone drafts him, is it a bust or no?
No, he's young. He's a kid. I mean, he's what, 18? Barely?
Probably, yeah, 19 at most, I guess.
He's going to be a project at first. I mean, just like any other 18-year-old, he's not coming in starting. He's not coming in even being a role player, probably.
No. I mean, I guess for like defense. I mean, I know his defense is pretty.
He's tiny too. Like he can get pushed around.
I mean, he's probably
He's not tiny, but I mean, like
he's probably as big as like a normal
like
point.
weight was.
I would say he's as big as a point guard, like an average point guard. He probably weighs like
6'3". He's 210.
Yeah, 6'3". I mean, he's bigger than Maxey.
Yeah,
technically.
But yeah, I mean, he didn't play much, and also in college, so he doesn't have much experience.
So just having the name Bronny James.
He's gonna be G League guy probably, which is fine. He's such a child. He's a child. He's just getting a lot of scrutiny because he's LeBron's son. Which I mean, I guess that's what happens. But
fair.
He'll be all right. He's not going undrafted though. I think.
All right, that's fair.
And to move
I think
on,
he's going to the Lakers in the second round.
So while we're on the draft topic, before we get into the couple thoughts about free agency, since free agency starts Sunday, did you have any ideas for the worst and best draft picks of Sixers era?
Yeah, personally, I think for me it ranks. You want me to start 5 to 1 or 1 to?
You have 5? You going best or worst?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Do you want me to start worst to best or best to worst?
Well, I assume they're two different lists, right?
Oh yeah, I'll do top 3 then for both of them. Top 3 worst picks or ever. Worst ever. We're gonna start. Worst is Fultz, Okafor, and then Ben Simmons.
The worst?
Yeah, Ben Simmons is the worst for sure. And Ben Simmons is the worst because that's the same draft with Brandon Ingram. And when we had the first pick, I said we should take Brandon Ingram. He's going to be a better player. He's going to be a better player.
Oh my God, what's going on? Excuse this ad. What's going on here? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, he like I said, I said Brandon Ingram. He was going to be a better player overall. He can shoot. He'd score. It's what we needed at the time. Especially, like I said, because at that time we had Markelle Fultz still, and we had Embiid. Why would we draft another point guard? Markelle Fultz is already listed as a point guard. It was a stupid pick. We should have got the small forward, shooting guard, Brandon Ingram, who could average 20 a game to fit with Embiid and Markelle Fultz. And then that probably would have made the Markelle Fultz not a bad pick, but instead it made it also a bad pick. So now Markelle Fultz is also on that list because he was picked first, and we didn't get Tatum, or who was the other guy in that draft? Tatum and Lonzo. I mean, Lonzo obviously
isn't down bad. Lonzo
isn't panning out, but Jason Tatum is. He just won the NBA Finals, so we look stupid twice now. And who was the third one I said now? Jalil, just a bum. I mean, we picked him 3rd overall. I think the people we could have had instead of him, I can't remember off the top of my head right now, but overall, I just know he panned out to stink.
How about the Sean Bradley? Not a bad one there.
No, I would have rather have him than Jalil Okafor.
Penny or Jamal Mashburn.
No, I don't base it off of who we could have
got, just based off of how they ended up turning out.
Yes,
it's fair.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna play because like if people in a different environment can not pan out because of the environment they're in. So if just because if yes, we could have got I'm upset about the Markelle Fultz trade because instead of drafting grown talent from Duke, we drafted the young random stud from Washington.
We like Washington players.
But that's my thing though. Like we're the Philadelphia teams in general, which we all know, like to go for the players from the small schools instead of going for the players like who go to the schools like North Carolina, Duke, Clemson, Purdue, like those teams that you like produce great players, Georgetown, all the time.
I still believe if they thought we were going to pick Tatum, they never would have traded us the pick.
But I would have rather that happened than
of course.
Us trade up for one because we thought they were going to take Fultz and then end up then they wanted Tatum the whole time because now we just got played.
Yeah, I mean that's what it comes out to be. We got played basically.
So that kind of sucks. But like I said, those are my worst. Now the best draft picks, I'm gonna go with 3 is Tyrese Maxey because taking him at 21
good steal
was the steal of a century. I mean, he's already an all-star. He's already an all-star, going to be an all-star at the age of 23, 24, 25. So him. Um, and then you have to go with Joel because he was also another steal at 2. And 1.
He was at 3.
I'm sorry. Yes, 3. You're right. Thank you. And then 1, you have to go with. I mean, as of right now, you have to go with Allen Iverson, obviously.
No Jerry Stackhouse, Charles Barkley.
No, I mean Allen Iverson actually took us to a championship single-handedly. He is the heart and soul of the Sixers. Those are obvious ones for the best, the worst, or best overall picks for us. But personally, I think that status could change. That list can change, depending on what Joel and Maxey do. Because if Maxey, in the time Maxey and Embiid play together, if Maxey and Embiid go off and win an NBA Finals, I will change that list from Maxey being the best draft pick the Sixers ever made. Embiid will stay 2, and Allen Iverson will go 3. Just because for obvious reasons they got us there. If Maxey ends up winning the Finals MVP or something, then he will be the best Sixer ever, hands down. Period. Because I mean,
we've won championships before.
Yeah, I mean, they weren't even called the NBA Finals yet, so it doesn't even count.
Yeah, they do.
They weren't called the NBA Finals back then.
Yeah, we have
NBA championships.
Yeah, so what do you call the Celtics and Lakers ones as?
When they changed the NBA Finals,
they all count the same.
Okay.
After like 1960.
Yeah, but that 60. Yeah, I haven't seen any of those.
Well, yeah, obviously we won in 80.
Maxey will be the best Sixer, one of the best Sixers ever if he takes us to a championship. I'll die on that. I'll die on that.
I mean, yeah, if they get to the finals, that means it's going to be on Embiid and Maxey's back. So
yeah,
we have Sixers have 3 championships though. And 83 is the most recent one, and then the other ones is 55 and 67.
Huh. Yeah, well, hopefully one day we can make it. In this century,
second round. But yeah, I agree on the top 3 for the most part. I'd say Maxey, Embiid, AI, and then for worst, yeah, I'd probably say. I was just looking at the other picks. For worst, I mean, worst got to be Ben Simmons for sure.
Absolutely.
2. Who'd you say for 2? Fultz?
I said
or Okafor. Yeah, I feel like MCW was fine for what he was. It was just bad draft.
Yeah.
Who
was in the Jalil draft that we could have gotten? Instead of say who we
Devin Booker.
Who got picked third?
Porzingis went next.
Yeah. That's my point.
Pingus went next.
Pingus.
First was Cat. And then D'Lo
was second.
Yeah, and then we got Okafor. Then went Porzingis. Then Booker went 13. Kelly Oubre went 15. Bobby Portis went 22.
Yeah,
I mean, you could have got Porzingis, I guess.
I'm more mad about Jalil because he was really good. Jalil was great.
Supposed to be.
He just didn't care enough. You know what I mean?
Seemed like it.
If he just stayed in shape and worked at his game and developed it a little more, he could have been a nice piece with Embiid. That down low presence where he just gets in the paint and buys people. And Embiid would be the outside of the paint because he likes to shoot and stuff, but also could go in the paint. It would have been a good combo if Jalil just actually tried to care a little bit and stay in shape and not be able to run up the court right after the first quarter.
He was bad. All right. Before we go on the Sixers too long.
True.
Free agency is Sunday.
Yeah.
Some of these free agents that I have on this list have already kind of verbally agreed to some of their things. Which I want to
point out that I have OG Knicks.
You have a couple of them. So first one I got is PG. He has player option, so he can stay with the Clippers if he wants to.
Yes.
Where do you think he's going to go?
I have him going back to the Clippers.
I think I'll go for it. He'll go to the Warriors.
You think they're going to end up doing that?
Maybe.
What are the Warriors going to give up, you think, though? They don't have picks. I guess they're young guys.
Yeah, just give up whatever his name is, Olszewski or whatever.
They give up Kuminga.
And maybe
Modest Moody.
Wiggins.
But does that mean the Clippers are now selling? So are they going to sell Kawhi too?
Well, Harden's a free agent.
Yeah.
And Kawhi is, I don't know. Harden might resign though, I think.
He could, but like I'm saying though, you're going to trade your best player in PG.
Well, I think they might get like Wiggins. You know,
Oh, in the trade.
in the trade they might get it's a sign and trade, so maybe they'll get Wiggins and Moody and
I guess we'll see. I guess I have to say. I'll have to say. You're right.
maybe if they're not keeping Clay will go in it. Technically,
There. Okay.
if they do a sign and trade type thing.
Lots of options. I guess we'll have to. That's
We'll
one of
have to
those
see.
you'll have to see.
Next we got LeBron. He's gonna stay with the Lakers, I presume.
Yeah.
Then OG went to the Knicks, 5 years, 212. So they're gonna have to free up some money. So where do you think Hartenstein's gonna go?
Well,
Big playoffs.
I had him going back to the Knicks.
I don't know if they can afford him
But
anymore.
I don't know if they can afford him anymore. What's another team?
Who needs a big guy?
I think he's gonna go to the Hawks.
I'll send him to.
I think like the Hawks are
You think
making
Hawks?
moves.
I'll send him to the Mavs.
That's an
I
interesting.
assume they can't get Gafford and who's the other guy? PJ maybe back. They
PJ
can't get both.
Washington.
Maybe. Hardy goes to the Hawks. I mean the Mavs.
Yeah, I think
DeRozan.
I have him actually going to the Clippers.
Clippers. DeRozan. Let's see. I say he goes. Clippers is a good one. I'll say he goes to. It's going to be a contender, obviously. I would hope. He goes maybe back to the Western Conference. Goes to
Back to the Spurs.
Back to the Spurs. Wouldn't be the worst thing. Maybe he goes to the Kings.
Wow. Back in Cali. I had to put him back in Cali. He's a
Yeah.
Cali boy.
How about Harden?
I have Harden going to the Lakers.
Harden to the Lakers. That's a good one. I'll say he goes.
Stay in the same building.
I say he goes back to Houston.
That'd be wild.
KCP player option, so he can go back to the Nuggets if he wants.
I have
to.
him back to the Nuggets.
I think that's smart for him. He just fits there. Clay.
I have him back on the Warriors.
Yeah, I just don't think he's going to go anywhere. Tobias Harris, best player from this list so far.
I have him also going to the Warriors.
One of the Warriors. That's insane.
That I didn't know this.
I guess it depends if he goes PG.
I didn't know the PG thing was a thing.
I got him going.
I could see him just going to the team. I don't know.
Let's see. Who's like a. I got him going to the Bucks.
I would actually throw hands with Tobias Harris.
Hang out with Doc Rivers
I
again.
will literally put hands on Tobias Harris if he goes back to the Bucks and joins Giannis.
To the Bucks. D'Lo player option, so he can go back to the Lakers if he wants.
I said the Wolves.
Wolves, that's a
I
good
think
one.
he goes back.
Goes back to the Wolves.
Yeah.
I say in a shocker right here comes to the Sixers.
Wow, that'd be the most random signing I think we've ever
I
done.
don't think it's happening, but who knows?
Never know.
Darren Moore, he's gonna do something weird. Miles Bridges
I have him going back to the Hornets actually.
back to the Hornets.
Yeah, I think he just enjoys playing with LaMelo, and if LaMelo can stay healthy and they can they're all solid players. They just they're all unhealthy. Like I don't think I've seen a game where they all played at the same
that's fair.
on the same court at the same time.
Let's see. I got him going to the. I'll get him to the Bulls, and then Kelly Oubre.
I have him coming back to the Sixers.
I think back to the Sixers too. And then I guess that's really it. Any trades you want to see or you expect might happen?
So we talked about the KD trade in the store at work today.
We did. We talked about KD.
So I guess I just want to bring that up real fast. I think he's going to get traded to who did I say? I said I wish the Sixers, but I don't think that's right.
Could happen. Who knows?
I said a team.
Who did we say? Who did I say might happen? Oh, the Rockets.
You say the Rockets, and he might go. I think he's going to go to the Mavs, go back with Kyrie and join Luka.
Mavs?
Yeah.
I'm going to go crazy here. Lakers.
With LeBron.
They lose D'Lo, KD, LeBron, and AD.
I think he's going to the Mavs with Kyrie and Luka. I don't know how, but they're going to figure it out.
And then
they're going to get the money to work.
You think Laurie gets traded?
The trades that I want to see, I only have once. I don't expect any.
Yeah.
The trade I would like to see is Larry Markkinen to the Sixers.
The Sixers, that'd be a great trade.
That's the one I hope for. The one I think's going to happen is Brandon Ingram to the Sixers.
All right. I think we're gonna might get stuck with Levine, but we'll see.
Ah, forgot about him.
Maybe we're gonna be in a 3-way trade with the Jazz and the Bulls. We get Laurie and Levine somehow.
I mean,
I don't know. We're giving away picks for the next 10 years, I guess.
Yeah, give away the firstborns.
It's fine. If we win, that's fine.
Send Joel's paycheck for 1 year, just whatever you gotta do.
In the meantime, Sarr went to the Wizards. Reed Shepherd went to the Rockets.
At third, they took Reed Shepherd.
Yeah,
they have so many guards.
He's projected to go high.
Why they have 19 guards? He's probably going to trade him.
Trade him for KD.
Trade him for KD.
And then Steven Castle from UConn went to the Spurs.
Who I think I heard his name actually.
And that is all for our sports stuff today. Let us know what you think about the draft. We'll talk more once the Sixers complete their draft and free agency happens and some trades next week. Hopefully the Sixers actually get some people since they have 3 people on the roster currently. So we're going to need some help maybe. I don't think Embiid and Maxey are going to do it on their own.
That'd be impressive. If they want to sign me, I'm available. Just saying. So our topic of the week this week is death row meals. Me and Vincent are going to talk about what if we had our last meal, what we're choosing, and then we're going to have Vincent rank the death row meals of just like obviously the people who have actually had a choice that are very mostly known people. I mean, I didn't really know a couple of them, but like,
of the serial killers.
Yeah, the serial killers. I didn't know a couple of them, but like someone out there knows who they are. Vincent, would you rather tell me your meal first or rank their meals 1 to 5?
I'll rank their meals first.
Okay. There's 5 being the best and 1 being like worst.
All
right. So John Wayne Gacy.
Mm-hmm.
He
was a big guy, so.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Wait till you hear this. He had he requested 12 fried shrimp, a bucket of original recipe KFC, French fries, and a pound of strawberries.
That's it?
Yes.
Am I blind ranking these ones? Kind of.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
I guess. So he had 12 fried shrimp,
12 fried shrimp,
bucket of KFC.
Yep. French fries,
pound of
strawberries.
That's 5.
That's insane.
It's terrible.
You don't think it to be better? There's nothing to be better than that.
I mean, no, 5 is it's the worst one.
Oh, true. You don't think anybody thinks that you? Oh God.
Yeah, I think it's the worst.
All right. Well, this guy, I had Olivia pick.
Someone had to eat a steak, I assume. So like, it's already going to be above.
I hope so. Olivia picked out the names of these serial killers. I'm assuming she knew who they were. So I don't really pay attention. So, the next one is Timothy McVeigh. He, for his last meal, just requested 2 pints of mint chocolate chip ice cream.
Damn, that's 6.
I didn't know this was a thing. I didn't
think people were. Then
they were serial killers, man. They're psychopaths.
That makes sense. Well, I guess it's got to be 4.
You're telling me you wouldn't rather have just mint chocolate chip ice cream than all that other crap?
I would rather have what John Wayne Gacy had at 4, but it's fun. They're both so far terrible last meals. He really dying on a terrible ending.
So the next guy, Ronnie Lee Gardner, also never heard of him. For his last meal, he requested steak, a lobster tail, apple pie with vanilla ice cream, and he also requested that he watch the Lord of the Rings trilogy while doing it.
I mean, I don't care about Lord of the Rings that much, but his meal's much better than the first 2 for sure. He had steak,
lobster, apple pie with vanilla ice cream.
It's fire. He had a mode. I'll put it at 2. Ronnie Lee Gardner, death penalty for killing a man during an attempted escape from a courthouse. And he was executed by firing squad.
That's a good way.
In Utah.
Good way to.
I don't know if they still have firing squad.
All right. Next one, I know this name, is Ted Bundy.
He probably ate something not too crazy.
But Ted Bundy actually declined a special meal, so he was given the traditional last meal, which is steak, cooked medium rare, eggs over easy, hash browns, toast with butter and jelly, milk and juice.
It's not a bad meal. Who's the last guy?
Ricky Ray Rector. Wow.
He sounds like he's gonna have a terrible meal. I'm gonna put.
Are you sure? You never know.
I'll put Bundy's at 1.
All right. All right.
They're all screwed up. That's how blind rankings.
I mean,
go.
you like breakfast. You're a breakfast guy. I would
Yeah,
say.
I mean, his meal was fine. I'd say it'd be 2 compared.
Yeah, you think you'd rather have the steak and lobster and apple pie right now?
That'd be number 1.
Well, let's see.
I was just hoping someone had better, but
this is 3, no matter what.
yeah,
right?
no matter what, this is 3. Who's this again?
This is Ricky Ray Rector.
Yeah, let's see what this guy did.
Yeah, while you're looking that up, I'm gonna just tell you what he's having for his last meal. He requested steak, fried chicken, a cherry Kool-Aid, and pecan pie.
Oh, it's pretty good. I'd still make it probably 3.
He said after he left behind the pecan pie, telling a guard that he was saving it for later.
Ricky Ray Rector killed a man in a restaurant and fled. Spent 3 days on the run before he agreed to turn himself in.
And then they were like, haha, you're getting the death penalty? That's pretty insane.
He got execution by lethal injection. Yeah.
Ow.
I don't know how. He just killed a man with a .38 caliber.
Oh. That's all?
Yeah, I mean, guess so.
I think your list was good.
It wasn't terrible.
I probably would have put the mint chocolate chip ice cream a little higher, but that's just me personally.
It would have been 5 if I could have made it 5.
That's pretty effed up.
Mint chocolate chip ice cream is for senior citizens.
I actually have
small children.
I actually have a pint of it at home waiting for me.
You could well, next week we're gonna do is it mint chocolate chip ice cream or toothpaste? And you could tell me which one's which.
I could do that.
You're gonna eat a lot of toothpaste.
That's fine. Is that a thing? Is that a real thing?
Yeah, there's like a thing, and people think it tastes like toothpaste.
I know, but how do you?
Oh, I don't know. I'll freeze both of them.
Oh, okay, that's fair. I'll do that. But yeah, now me and Vin, if they call on your name, they said you get one last meal. What are you ordering? What are you calling for? Are you getting the Kentucky Fried original recipe?
I'm not getting the original recipe.
What about the Popeyes original recipe? Is that a thing?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Popeye's chicken sandwich is good.
I never had it. I'm gonna try it.
Gotta have to try it. I probably gotta go like surf and turf. Steak, nice medium rare. Go with a cut of I don't know. I don't have to. Maybe you go fancy, you can fancy go Wagyu, or you can go some New York strip.
I was gonna say, since it's your last meal, they're gonna give you whatever you want.
I get some lobster mac and cheese.
Oh man, we're going all out. They're gonna have to spend a pretty dime on your.
That's what
going out hot for sure.
The taxes are for. Lobster mac and cheese. I guess I don't have to get lobster then. Then you get some like garlic shrimp.
What if they're killing you at like 11 in the afternoon?
It's
like
fine.
having that for breakfast?
Whatever. Okay. I can get breakfast too, right?
Well, I mean, you can get as many. I'm pretty sure
you get one meal, right?
I'm pretty sure you can order as much as you'd like, but yeah, I mean, it's up to you.
Someone will eat it, right?
It's how much you can eat before you go.
The guards can eat it after.
True.
Get one piece of everything, Let me get some.
Well, you said you're having the steak with the lobster mac and cheese, and then some garlic shrimp. You said
garlic shrimp, some scallop potatoes.
Oh man,
dessert.
Yeah, you got. What's your last dessert? You're going out.
Dessert. Do I want a piece of pizza? At the end, a piece of pizza,
like a cold piece of pizza, just to remember the times.
Pepperoni pizza,
just to reminisce in the good old days before you're about to get
a cheesesteak.
Absolutely not. Lost me.
For dessert, you gotta go. I guess I gotta go tiramisu. I'm gonna end it like that.
I mean, that's fair. It's a great dessert to end it on. First, I would say personally, think I'm going with. Think I'm gonna go with lobster and scallops.
All right.
Over a bed of pasta.
What kind of pasta?
I guess we'll go linguine. Something simple. Mashed potatoes on the side. Garlic mashed potatoes have to be.
Are the chefs in the prison making this?
I hope not.
Are they good?
I hope not. They don't got these. They don't got these.
Do you get the request specific
Gordon
chef?
Ramsay.
I want Gordon Ramsay at the end.
I don't think they're. I don't think they got the ingredients in the back for what people order. I think they order out for that bad boy.
Outback Steakhouse.
The bloomin' onion, wherever that's from.
Oh, bloomin' onion. Gotta get that.
So I want that, and then a Caesar salad for sure.
It's a good ad.
Need a Caesar salad before the meal, after, and then for dessert, apple blossom with a scoop of vanilla ice cream on top, and just let me go. Honestly, just give me. I'll finish off myself. Honestly, that's just a perfect meal for me.
They only do lethal injection now, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, well,
I don't know if any states do any. Which one do you want? Do you want to be stoned? Lethal injection, drug by horses.
Definitely not that one, actually.
Firing squad.
Probably not that one either. I would probably go. Actually, firing squad sounds not bad.
The chair.
Definitely not. Firing squad. I think I'd rather take the firing squad because lethal injection. Waiting for that sounds horrible.
I think you die I think it's like anesthesia.
Yeah, I don't care.
It's like 5 seconds.
It's the fact that I have to sit strapped to the bed and wait for it.
I don't think there's options anymore, honestly. In most states.
It's probably just lethal injection.
Only in like
most places.
Utah or Texas might have a couple of them still.
But yeah, no, I don't think I want that. I want to just get shot in the head.
So they shoot you in that firing squad. It's a lot
just
of bullets.
Let it rip, cut.
They might all miss.
I'll talk shit. I don't even care. I'll be like, you're trash, you Clone Wars looking bulls. My blind parrot can hit me with a shot from farther.
Doesn't mean they're gonna hit you still. I'm just gonna have a lot of bullet holes.
I'll just go out talking. That's fine with me. Go out swinging. No. But thank you all for stopping by and watching. Let us know what your last meal would be. What else did we talk about today? Let us know your last meal.
Last meal. Let us know what you think about your Sixers draft.
Yeah, rank the A or B, C, D,
worst drafts / based on what happens with free agency by the time we talk next week again and the draft. Maybe Brian James will be a Sixer.
Wow.
Probably not. Maybe that's in the plan. Bronny to the Sixers. Get LeBron. LeBron was here a couple weeks ago
with Bronny looking at schools. No, that was before.
No, he was just here with someone.
He was here.
Josh Harris or someone. They were eating lunch.
That's fun.
Just a couple billionaires. But yeah. You got anything else?
That's all I got for this week.
All right. Well, thanks for drinking straight from the tap. We're unfiltered.
See ya.